All right, guys. So I am always trying to think of ways that I can get more cards. Aren't we all, right? So I decided to post in a group on Facebook that I would trade some of my vintage video game items for people's old Pokemon cards. And not necessarily like old, like original cards, but any Pokemon cards that they might have. Mind you, I much prefer the vintage old school Pokemon cards because that is what I'm used to. That is what I collected since the beginning. And I am just getting into the newer stuff now. So I prefer the vintage. So I traded 6 Nintendo Gamecube games and 2 wireless Wavebird controllers, which if you know anything about old school gaming, they're worth a decent amount for being GameCube controllers. They're worth about $60 to $75 for the pair. So, and if not more in some occasions. So I traded that. I'll show you a picture of what I traded for this little binder, the original old school Pokemon binder. It's a little beat up. It's just a small binder. I love that. Old school Venusaur artwork on the back. So I traded it for that. And then this big binder. Sorry, the camera angle, I can't go much farther back with the space I'm in right now. But that's like a big binder. And it has the old, I don't know if you remember the Pokemon flips, I believe they were called. They were like little holographic squares that you move back and forth and they would change. And it came with stickers, which those are from. So I emptied out the binders because I'd rather flip through the cards individually to show you what I got. For everyone's sake, I think I'm just going to show the better stuff, at least in this video. Maybe I'll do a part 2 with all the piles back here, are commons and uncommons, but it goes all the way back to base set. I will start with the goods. This is the best of the bunch. All hollows and all old school, which is my favorite. We have a Blaine. Oh, a couple Miracle Energies. Shiny, shiny. A Crobat. That's a very cool hollow. It is so dark you can barely even see that it's hollow. It's almost like the Dark Wheezing hollow. It's like black and purple in the background. Barely can tell. A Scyther from base set 2. A Scyther from Jungle. A Nidoking from base set. Blaine's Arcanine. Brock's Ninetales. A Light Arcanine. Kabutops from Fossil. Ooh, a Ninetales from base set. I always love that hollow. First edition Machamp from base set. He came with a starter deck. Always loved this card. Used to have it. I'm glad I got it again. I'm not sure what happened to it, but now he's back. Rocket Zapdos. That's one of my favorite Zapdos cards. A Legendary Collection. As you can tell by the little symbol here. Hollow Jolteon. A Fossil Raichu. A Nidoqueen from Jungle. A Dark Arbok. Promo Eevee. That's a very cool Eevee. And a second. A Dark Typhlosion. A first edition pre-release Aerodactyl. As well as a second first edition pre-release Aerodactyl. I remember getting this card at one of the Saturday morning Toys R Us Pokemon Leagues that they used to have when I was a kid. Pretty cool. A Jungle Flareon. Always a cool hollow. Multiple colors in the back. See, this is the Dark Wheezing that I was talking about. Looks a lot like the Crobat. Very dark hollow background. You can kind of see a little shine up in the top left-hand corner there. Very dark, very cool. Obviously, it's going to be dark. It's a Dark Wheezing. Hitmonchan from base set. Fossil Magneton. Oh, look at those. I was excited about this because look at that. It's like little fireworks. That's a Legendary Collection Golem reverse hollow. This is my first Legendary Collection reverse hollow that I've gotten. Pretty excited about that. Magneton from the first set, base set. Electrode from Jungle, base set Raichu, base set Raichu, base set 2 Raichu, first edition Lieutenant Surge's Furo, Giovanni's Persian, Jungle Kangaskhan, Light Dragonite, Misty Seadra, first edition Misty Seadra, a Poliwrath from base set, a Poliwrath from base set again. One of the coolest Dragonite cards, in my opinion, Japanese version. It's crazy because we were just talking about this last night, my girlfriend and I, how she had a card when she was a kid and she couldn't figure out what it was, and she tried to describe it to me and I came up with this. So when she gets home from work, she's going to be stoked that I got it again. We got the Pinsir in Japanese Nidoqueen, Misty's Tentacruel in Japanese Slowbro, a beautiful Dark Dragonair from the Legendary Collection. So I got not only my first, but my second Legendary Collection Reverse Holo today, and I am very excited about it. I think they're beautiful cards. That is Giovanni's Machamp, a Dark Weezing in Japanese, Ursaring, Japanese. One of the best evolution cards, I think, artwork-wise, is this card right here. I love it. The Umbreon, Japanese. You got the Dark Gyarados, Japanese. Excuse me, what's her name? Sabrina's Vileplume. This, I forget the name of the set. Like Southern Region or something like that. But it's cool. Reverse Holo Meryl with the Magikarp. I believe it's a 3-card set, and they came in like different parts. And I had one of them when I was a kid, and I cannot remember the name of the set. I think it's Southern Region or... You guys tell me in the comments. There's got to be someone who knows who's going to be watching this. Japanese Pichu. And last but not least... Oh, wait, not last but not least. Oh, geez, there's a couple more. But last but not least, a Dark Charizard. This is also one of my favorite Charizard cards. I do have the original first edition one from when it first came out. I pulled it in a booster pack and almost passed out when I was a kid. But I love that Charizard. Beautiful. So other than that, we got a lot. Okay, so we got... This is a fairly common promo, but it's cool. From... I think the first Pokemon movie or Pokemon 2000, one of those. I already have a bunch of them, but very cool. Then we had some Shadowless cards, which are going to be the oldest cards that I got in this lot. I love Charmeleon. So, Shadowless cards are cool. And then, look at this. What do you guys notice about this? It's first edition, but there's a shadow. That's the first thing I saw, and I was like, what? And then I realized it was in a different language, so that's pretty cool. 30 PV. I believe it's French, is it? And then we got a bunch of first editions in here. I'm not gonna read them off. I'm just gonna flip through them so you guys can see the variety. Right now my puppy is going crazy in the background. That's what you can hear. He's like dragging things across the floor. But I want your guys' opinion. After I show you guys a picture of what I traded, after seeing all these, I want your opinion on if you think the trade went in my favor or the other guy's favor. Who do you think made out better on this trade? Flip through these a little faster. I don't want to take up your time. I just thought you guys would think it was cool to see all the old school first editions. These will be getting sleeves just because I do that with all the first editions I get. What I found really strange about this lot was there was a lot of great holos, a couple good reverses. See, here's another foreign card, if you will, but first edition, which is cool. There's a couple of them in here. But what I found weird is the fact that there were no regular rares in this whole lot. The good thing is there were no, well, I'd rather get Pokemon than like trainers if I'm getting a lot like this because it's cool to be surprised. I knew the majority of what I was, excuse me, can't talk, of what I was getting, but some of these were a surprise. Like that Dark Dragonair from Legendary Collection. I had no idea. It was behind other cards in the binder, which is awesome. And then this whole little stack here is all regular Legendary Treasure or Legendary Collection cards. So I thought that was really cool. I only had like 5 Legendary Collection cards before this and nothing special. So I'm really happy to have those 2 reverses. It'd be nice if they were rares, if they were like Charizard, but I'm not complaining. Trust me, I am more than happy with what I got. But once again, it was really odd to me that there were no rares. There's all these good cards, there's first editions. Oh, what did I do? I must have put some in the wrong pile. These go back here. So yeah, the rest of these are just Legendary Collection. I'm sure you guys probably aren't going to watch this whole thing, and I don't blame you, but I was really excited about this trade, so I wanted to share it with you guys. Like I said, I'm going to post a picture of what I traded for all of this. I might make a part 2 and show you guys just the other cards, the commons and uncommons. Some of them are really cool because they go all the way back to base set, all the way up to, I don't know what the newest thing in here was. You guys tell me if you noticed in the video what the newest set we went through was, or up to. But I really appreciate you guys checking out the channel. I would love it if you would subscribe and share these videos. I'm trying to grow. Tell me your top 3 favorite cards from this video in the comment section below. And I might be surprising a few of you with a few of those cards. So please subscribe, like the video, say hello to the cat that's walking in the background there. That's Marley. And like I said, like it if you liked it. Don't like it if you didn't like it. But please come back for more. Hopefully I'll have a new video up in the next couple days. And I can't wait to see you. Later, guys.